All right, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to cover Fleetio very quickly. I'm going to share my screen here for the PowerPoint. It's very exciting. All right, so Fleetio. Fleetio is our new fleet management software program. Please use that terminology for that. Appreciate it. HR would not appreciate the other one. Okay, so here we go. Okay. All right, so Fleetio, what it is. Okay. Fleetio is going to replace Cartograph for all of our mechanical issues, and it's going to take place a part of Operative IQ for us. So the idea is that we start merging these needs into one program. So we're going to do issues and vehicle checks all in one program. This is going to be much easier for all of us, and it is a pretty seamless program. It is a total township program. So the police services and us are all doing it. That includes, all the zoning cars and all that are also in there. You'll see those here in a few minutes. So it really came down to Fleetio seemed to work very well for the police and the township, and we came along with it. And to be honest with you, it's really a good program for us too. It's really works well. This is also going to improve our workflow, as I kind of talked about, and the interface is incredibly user-friendly. It's very straightforward. Hopefully you'll find that as well. If you don't, please give me a call or Doug Pyle, and we'll go from there and try to make it a little easier for you. As you'll see when we go to the actual program, and some of you hopefully have already, this is huge for data collection. Cost analysis is huge, especially with today's politics and so forth. But we can actually track labor and parts, how much fuel we're using and how much it costs. So we actually have a good idea of what each truck actually costs to operate. And maybe more importantly, it's right up there, is we will have accurate historical tracking for our issues that we come across on the daily. So as many of you know, Cartograph was not very good at that. It was more of just a communications dumping ground that didn't work particularly well. This is good stuff. And then as we progress through the program, it's going to get bigger, and we're going to be able to do more stuff with it. So there are a couple phases of this. The first phase was building the systems, and we took a long time doing this. Cartograph is being replaced, so everything will go through Fleetio. For you kids, almost got me saying that. For all of our issues and so forth, and eventually our vehicle checks will all be on there. The police are already doing a lot of this. They're doing their vehicle checks and issues and so forth, to include things like specialized equipment for their various teams. Services are doing their vehicles as well as their daily and trip for their over the road guys, and the big trucks that need those specialized checks. They're already doing that. And what we're going to do is, like I just said, vehicle and mechanical checks will eventually be merged into that within the next week or so. We'll start doing that full time for Station 71. We have been doing it with the battalion. It's a very limited check, and it's a car, right? We're checking a car, but it is working and is reporting as we'd like it to. Up until now, we have been mirroring any entry in Cartograph into Fleetio. So we've been testing that, and it is working very well. Coming up here by the end of the week, we will be completely entering stuff in Fleetio. The second part of this is where we're at now. We're going to show you how to enter issues into Fleetio, and that'll be the end of Cartograph. Thank the Lord. And then after that, we're going to move into daily mechanical checks done in Fleetio. We're going to start with Station 71 next week, and the idea there is to work out any bugs on the standard inspections. And we can change things to how it appears in the inspection. And I'll show you that kind of stuff here coming up. The idea is that we make it as logical a progression as possible. And make it so that issues can be easily worked out. Some of them will automatically be generated into issues, like if you're close on your hours, for example. That'll automatically be entered into an issue and transmitted. So it's coming on. And then finally, after that, we'll start getting into inventories and so forth. That's gonna take a bit longer, so don't hold your breath on that one for a little while, but it'll get there. Any questions on how we're implementing Fleetio? Right on. My favorite guy. Okay, so how do we get to Fleetio? The best way to do it is on your phone. You can download an app, which I'll show you here in a minute. It's very simple. Then all you have to do is walk around the truck, hit the button. Most questions are pass fail. So it's pretty down and dirty. There are some stuff that will ask you for mileage and hours and so forth like that. Going from there, it's really easy. That's the way to do it. If you can. You are not required to do it that way. I want to make that clear. You are not required to use your phone if you don't feel like doing that. You can do it on the desktop. It's a little different, and we'll show you that here in a second. And also we're having it put on the Surface Pros in the engines. So you can take the Surface Pro out of the truck, walk around the vehicle doing your daily check, and that would be just fine. The benefit of the Surface Pro and a phone is you have a camera on those. So if you do come across an issue, you can take a picture, put it into the issue, and the guys know immediately what the issue is. And that is, we've done that a couple times on the battalion car. When we had a battery problem and some other little stuff. We took a picture of it. They saw the picture, they got us the parts, and they had it fixed very quick. You should have gotten an email from Doug Pyle. If you don't know, Doug Pyle is one of the mechanics. Don Conrad is one of them, and Doug Pyle is our other guy. There is the oil and tire guy. His name is Steven. He is out right now with a knee injury. Hopefully we'll have him back sometime in November, December. But Doug is really the point man on this. He has sent every employee an email link. And it's super simple. All you got to do is follow directions, make a password, and you're good to go. And I'm going to show you that right now. This is what the app looks like. If you go to the app, yeah.
Can we get the app put on the medic phones?
Yes, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't put that in there. It is going to be put on the medic phones. Yes. Yep. Hopefully soon. So this is, if you go to the app store, this is what it looks like. The picture on the left, Fleetio Go is what it's called. You know how to do it. Download it. It leads you through the steps, but your username is your email. Then you'll make a password. You can make it. I don't care what you make it. And you're in. It is that simple. And once you're in, the picture on the right is what your app looks like. So you can see there's start inspection, which we'll talk about here in a little while, and then add issue. So if you have a problem with your apparatus, you push add issue and it leads you right down the garden path. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually go to the program and take a tour of it. We're gonna enter an issue, and that's it. Then what I encourage you to do is go in there and take a look at it, explore it. You can set your dashboard up however the heck you want it to look. It's really simple. I can do it. You can do it. Okay, I probably have to share this up. Thank you. Let me share this. Where's my share button? All right, you should be able to see the Fleetio sign in over here. I don't know. Yeah. All right, it's pretty straightforward. Well, all right, so as you can see, email address or username. There it is. That's my township email, my password. Log in, and there it is. So this is my dashboard right now. It's a little different than what yours is gonna look like because we're still building some of the inspections and so forth. So feel free to take a look. You can move things around. Yeah, so. Cost per meter. Yeah, one of the meters is like hours. So think of meters as hours. So going down the left side here, you can see all the stuff. You can surf all these, the vehicle list, all this kind of stuff. A lot of this won't have a lot of information in it because it's brand new and we're starting it. Vehicles, the only thing for us right now is vehicle list. You can see all the vehicles that are on board. Where we're gonna start with is inspections. Or I'm sorry, issues. We all have issues and this is a good way to report it. So if something's broken, you need service, whatever the issue may be, come down to issues. Hit a little triangular thingy there, hit issues. And it lists all of the issues just like Cartograph did, right? So you won't see parks and roads and police, you just see fire on yours. And mine too, once we get done with this building phase. The easiest way to do it is come up here to the search bar and type in your apparatus fleet number. So not H71, it would be H20. So let's just take a look here. We'll look at ladder 75. I know they got issues. Right now, that's what all the stuff that they got in Carter and now in Fleetio. So the first step that we need to take is bring up your apparatus, whichever one that you're writing up, and make sure that it has not been written up already. Okay. So we're going to come over here. We're actually going to do a write up on 722. It's due for routine service. Okay. So we check, we make sure. The only thing they got is their air horns are stuck in the on position. Sucks. Come up to the right corner, hit add issue. Asset number would be your
computer. Where's all the radios at? They're not in the boxes.
Yeah, it better be.
Hey, can
Better
you,
come take a look.
Chief Hannafin, can you mute Billy's?
Program, so I guess go back up there and tell them they need to put them back in a box.
Chief Hannafin.
Do that. That's just-
So much for him. Okay. Asset number is your fleet number 722, routine inspection, a routine service. It's going to be a low priority. It shows the date and time. Summary. You have to put that in. So we'll just type in routine service. CRVIC. Good. Okay. What you'll put in your hours and your mileage. As it says there, your primary is your hours, your secondary is your miles. Put that in. It's reported by me just because I'm putting it in here, and then we hit assign to. And the two right now that we're assigning to is Don Conrad and Doug Pyle. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. There are other people in the back that see this as well. An email will come to the battalions. They'll all know what it is, and Chief Hannafin will know if it's a service, if it's a medic kind of thing. Chief Whitty will get that one too, okay? That's it. Unless with your issue, you want to take a picture. So let's say your tire treads are low or getting down there. Take a picture of the tire tread and the sidewall where it's got the measurement on it. Hit there and you're good to go. And that is really huge. So if something is broken, it really benefits all of us to be as specific as possible and we can get that done. So the mechanics love that, by the way. They love the pictures of the stuff so they know exactly what we're talking about because we don't all describe the same thing the same way. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. If you do have a document that you wanna drop and drag in there, you can do that too. Sometimes we get stuff. But all you gotta do is hit save issue and it's done. You can add more than one if you hit save and add another, pretty self-explanatory. Saved, and it is in there. So if we go back to issues, there you can see that work order 236 is a routine service, and it has been inputted on the 27th. Adding issues is really super simple. Anybody have any questions on how to add an issue? Okay, very good. So as of today, that guys start putting it in this way. Just some other stuff that we've got going on in here. The next phase will be the inspections. Okay, so inspections, what it is, we go down to forms. And there's a lot of stuff in here right now. Some of it's community services and police cars and the like. So you will come down here to battalion 70. I can't, well, let's do that. Let's do it daily. Okay, engine 71 daily. So inspection, start inspection. Okay. Now, if you do it on your phone, you don't even go through some of that. You hit start inspection, you come right to this screen right here. Type in your number. Active, it's got a nice little picture of it. And you just go down the line. Okay, so you put in whatever vehicle is in service as engine 71, mileage, secondary mileage. Right now it has you taking a picture of it. That's just because we're making sure it works. So you'll add it in, take a picture up with your phone. It'll hit good, and it's in there. That is not necessary. We probably won't have that as a photo, but we're checking to see how it works. And then you just go down. And that's how it is. So we can just do a quick tester here. So it may ask us, but I guess within 100 hours you're good, right? Yeah, we're good. Pass, doesn't really matter. Okay, so all these will go, some of them will report automatically to the appropriate person, same with the medic. So for example, if you have a problem with your cardiac monitor, it fails the transmission test or the cell check or something. You hit fail and it'll notify Chief Whitty and the battalion right away. So it goes to the phones and all that kind of stuff. All you gotta do is hit pass fail. It's very straightforward. So go down. SCBA checks is a drop down right now. Portable radios, thermal imaging cameras. Knox box, blah, blah, blah. And this is based off of the current daily check form, right? So if there's something that you see or you feel that should be on a daily check that isn't on there, now's a great time to do it. We can easily make that change and go from there. Okay, then the high use meds, it's pretty simple. You finish it out. I'm not going to go there. You will sign your name. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. You click on it, type in your name, or you can use your finger to sign your name. Please actually sign your name, no pictures, and then save inspections. And that's it. It's very straightforward. Now, if as we're in the testing phase and all that, we can change where things are. So as you go around your truck and something's out of order, or there's an easier way to do it, just shoot us an email, call me. I can do it from home if need be. It's not a big deal. So that is how that's going to work. We'll go over that again as we get closer to full go with that. Some of the other things that this thing can do, we've covered inspections, issues. The vendors is interesting. So in theory, if the vendor is on our list, for example, Cummins. This will go to Cummins and we'll get their daily, what they do every day will come to us as well. So we should be free of that problem, as once they're done with something, we'll get notified as well that the job is complete and we'll go get it. So there's that too. And we can order from here as well. That part is coming along. Parts lists and all that, we can build rooms. And what parts that we go through on the daily and how often we go through it. And then the guys down at services can order directly from there. That's really nice. Hopefully that will push our processes a little faster. The other thing that automatically comes to us are recalls. So for example, the Chiefs car has a recall right now. We were notified from Ford into this program that there is a recall and what the solution is and when and how we can schedule it. And they can schedule it directly through this program as well, and they did, so we know it works. You know, I'm talking high about it. Is there gonna be failures? More than likely. We had one the other day that for whatever reason, an issue did not go through. Don't know why. They called me and I put it in from my phone from wherever I was at the time. And it worked. So it could have been a glitch in the matrix, or maybe there was a user error. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We got it in there. So that is, in a quick nutshell, Fleetio. Please feel free to download it, get your username and password set up, put it on your phone if you'd like, play with it on the computer. Check it out. You can configure your dashboard to see whatever you find interesting. For example, if you're at the 73s and you want all the data for Tower 73, you can put that out on your desktop. Another thing coming forward is, and we're probably a few months away from this, is transmitting vehicle information via the TV screens in your stations. So Station 75 would see all the data in the write-ups for 1118 and whatever medic they're in at the time. And same at all the stations. So you would have current, up-to-date, easy access to all the issues and or things going on with the apparatus assigned at that station. So that's pretty cool. And it'll give you some information on where we stand. So if there's something that's been hanging out for a long time, the air conditioner on whatever truck is not working, check it out, look at it, and you may see that parts are ordered or whatever's going on with it. So there is that. If you have any questions, give me a call. Chief Tully is also very knowledgeable and has been working in here. And then the man with the plan is Doug Pyle over at maintenance. So he knows this program really well, and he's been helping us with the onboarding stuff hugely. So any of the three of us can answer your questions, hopefully. And if not, support has been very good so far. And we can get an answer from Fleetio support as well. We have a question on the floor from Chief Hannaford. Nope, Chief. Ooh, Chief Roach.
Cartograph was talking about, when we had that, like, to put it in too many times, it deletes a record.
Yes.
Correct if I'm wrong, but we can put in as many records as possible. If there's duplicates, who cares if they forget to look in and see if it's already been written up?
Theoretically, that is true. We have tried writing up the same. I think we wrote up the battalion car for batteries like 9 times and none of them dropped. But we don't want to clog the process up. So please just look at the issues, see if it's already been written up. If it has not been written up, write it up. If it has and it's been a long time, give us a call. Call your battalion, call me, and call or talk to the mechanics, and they'll tell you. We'll tell you why it hasn't been done, or we might say, shit, it hasn't been done, and we'll get it in there as soon as possible. The part shortages and times on parts seem to be getting better. But I say that and we still have Power 73 parked in the bay. So we're working through that. Great question. Thank you. What other questions do you have out there? Nothing? Okay. Well, if you do have questions, give me a call, text me, whatever, emails, I get them all, Fran, Tully or Doug, and we will make every effort to fix your problem or the issue, as fast as possible. Having no other conversation, we're gonna end this meeting and, stop the recording.
We got one question, sorry.
That's okay.
Is there a way to do video?
That's a video?
Is there a way to attach a video? I don't know. We can try. I would think that
Like engine noises and like, you know what I mean, like stuff like that?
you know, that's a good question. We're gonna try it. We'll try that and, let you know. I think it's just a file that you can put into that issues down at the bottom where your photos go. Yeah, somewhere right here. I think that'll probably work, but we'll give it a shot. That's a great idea. I like it. Awesome. Anybody else? Okay, like I said, ask your questions. This is a great time to do it. We can make changes very easily. And we'll go from there. So starting today, please enter your stuff into Fleetio. And we'll go from there. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you.